Good morning from Dollywood Splash Country. I got an invite to come in and take a look at what's going on inside the park before it opens up. Specifically, we're going to focus on one of the kid areas. Little Creek Falls is getting completely reimagined. So sit back, relax, and let's go inside and take a look at what's going on.
Little Creek Falls was in this area behind us. There was a large structure which obviously is no longer here. So you've heard us already throughout the morning. We're talking about guest experience and listening what the guests are telling us. And they were telling us that if you had children who were a little bit smaller, mine about that same size, so I understand, there were not a lot of places in Splash Country for them to go and be able to splash around. And we also heard from our ADA advisory panel, and they were saying, we would like to have more places where it's wheelchair accessible and more people can come and take part in the fun. So that led to the project that you have behind us. I'll let Eugene speak to that in a second, or Jordan, if Jordan wants to. But we'll be able to put a children's play area in here, a lot of water jets and a lot of splashing and fun. But what it's going to be able to do is allow kids and everyone, all ages, all abilities, to be able to come in here and splash and play and have fun. And that's what we're all about. So with us, we have Jordan Leach, who is the Director of Operations here at Dollywood Splash Country, and Lauren Lowry, who is the Operations Manager here at Splash Country. So I'll ask them a few things and then open it up for you all. So I was talking about listening to the guests. So Eugene, what were you hearing about Splash Country that made you say, okay, Little Creek is the next project and this is what makes sense for us to do?
Pete's always talking about voice of the visitor and listening to what the guest wants. And when you look at the attractions capacity for the park, one of the things that we were really lacking was things for young families to do on park. So as we look to advance our 10-year plan, all the evolution that we're intending to do here on Splash Country will be family-oriented rides and attractions and experiences that will help the day go a little bit smoother. Being able to spread out a little bit and have a little bit more lay down is always really important when you visit Splash Country. And you think about the difference maker for us, if you, even in the environment that we're in today and in the off season, the amount of trees and cover that you get here, it's really unique compared to any other water park attraction that I've seen throughout my 37-year career here. But first and foremost, I'll say one thing, and I'll embarrass Lauren and Jordan a little bit here. The number one thing I think about in terms of water park is water park safety. And there's no two better people from a dynamic duo perspective in delivering the highest ratings from a water park safety perspective in the industry. I'm really proud of both of you and what they do to deliver a safe experience, on park. And I'm gonna let them talk a little bit about the new attraction and our water safety program.
Sure. So Little Creek Falls, as you remember, like Wes said, had a structure and some slides over in the back, and we really wanted to re-envision that so that it's more inclusive for those families with smaller children or someone who has different accessibility needs. And what we came up with was a zero depth entry splash pad. It's going to have about 100 play elements. So some of them are going to be taller, some of them are child height, and some of them are really just on the ground level. It'll have additional seating that we'll be able to implement just around the side of it. And the most exciting part of it is that we were able to incorporate some of these butterfly shade structures that you see elements of now into the splash pads to provide some shade during those key times of the day. Think of that noon to 3 mark when the sun's at the highest and it's the hottest. So we really think that our families with small children are going to enjoy that.
So I'm going to go back to you, Jordan, with this. So obviously this is a large construction project, but as we came in, we see a lot of landscaping going on. Yep. You see a lot of other things going on. Tell us a little bit about what you have going on to get ready for your season when it opens in May.
We've done a lot of work over the last 4 to 5 months. We have resurfaced a lot of our water slides. About 60% of them received some fresh gel coat, so that's just going to continue to maintain the product. But then from a guest-facing standpoint, you see the landscaping team behind us, and they've been busy all winter. So we used to kind of go into a hibernation mode right after fall, and over the last couple of years, the landscaping team has stayed at the park all winter. They trim trees, they blow leaves, and then they started putting mulch down just a couple weeks ago. So some of those things that you might, as a homeowner, do later in the spring, we're working on early so that we can get ahead of it. The landscaping phase 2 that we're in right now is really just about getting back to the roots. Let's make sure that we're focusing on some of our native plant species that are here in the Smokies and using those as the focal point.
Pun intended on that.
Yes, pun intended.
So you talk about maintenance, you talk about the landscaping. So the park, as we said, is entering its 22nd season. But when guests come in and experience it, it looks fresh every time they come in. So talk a little bit about, all three of you, whoever wants to answer this one, about ongoing maintenance and why that's so important to making sure the property looks the way it does.
Yeah, ongoing maintenance is really just about maintaining the assets that we have, right? So it's everything from maintaining the wood on the exterior of the buildings, painting them, it's roofs, it's concrete. As you can see, we're going to be doing a lot of concrete work here in the coming weeks. It's refinishing concrete throughout the park. We saw that last year when we redid the bridges and the railings that we come across a little while ago. And I was totally
It's okay.
And so it's really just about maintaining a fresh atmosphere for our guests. We want them to come in every season and see something new. Hey, they've changed this, or hey, that's a different color, or whatever. It's really just about staying up and making sure that we're providing a great guest experience.
And Lauren's here. You heard Eugene mention about it a minute ago. We always are trying to strive to be as safe as we can be, and we hold true to trying our best to be the best place that families can come. We want to be that safe place, and part of that is our lifeguards, and we're holding true to that. So Lauren and Jordan both have had a lot of experience throughout the years in terms of being involved with the lifeguard program and making sure that we're up to code. So there's a group called Ellis & Associates. They come in, they audit all of our lifeguards, and in that process they award on different levels. And our lifeguards are routinely ranked among the highest that Ellis & Associates that they audit across the country, which is something we're very proud of, and we like to think that we're the most trusted water park here in the Smokies, and a lot of that is because of the efforts that these two put into it. So Lauren, talk a little bit about our lifeguard program, how we train them, and why we are able to score the way we do on those audits.
Yeah, so we are staffed with over 270 lifeguards here at Dollywood Splash Country and Dollywood Streamore Resort and Spa. So we have lifeguards 365 days a year over at the resort, which is not typical of a resort in this area. So we're really, really proud to provide that next level safety for our guests year round. During our season at Dollywood Splash Country, we staff 85 highly trained lifeguards a day. They undergo 5 full days of training before they can even start the season. And we're very selective through that process. They also have to maintain in-service training throughout the summer with an hour a week required to function in their aquatic safety position. So we're really proud of our scores through Ellis & Associates. I don't like being put on the spot with that, but I have to brag about the team. They're absolutely amazing. We just recently were awarded 2 days ago with the Platinum Award from Ellis & Associates for Dollywood Streamore Resort and Spa. The Platinum Award is awarded to only 10% of Ellis & Associates facilities worldwide. We're really proud of that award, and we have to work really hard to get it. So that's actually a compilation of all of our audits that give us that overall award. So we're really, really proud to represent Dreammore, not just Splash Country. So we just want to continue the high standards for aquatic safety for our company. Safety is always first.
Will this area still have any slides?
Go ahead.
No, this area won't have any slides. We really wanted to focus on that target age group of toddlers through maybe like ages 5 and 6. Like I said, there'll be some taller elements to intrigue those kids that are older siblings, the 8-year-olds or so. But really after that, then we wish that they go down and enjoy Bear Mountain Fire Tower and the Cascades. so that we can reserve this for our smallest guests.
And you'll start to see us advance, different elements of that fun family play, on property as a part of our advancement. And, in the near future, you'll hear us talk about the next big project here at Splash Country that we're going to be focused on very soon. Pete hates when I say it, but soon to come in 2024. Yeah.
Any other questions? Oh, yes.
What kind of play elements will be in here? What's an example of one?
Yeah, so some of them are just little pop jets that are on the ground, and so that's something that the parents can really sit on the ground and enjoy with their little ones. There'll be probably about a dozen that are child height, and so those are just little. It fits into the theme, so you're going to see like cattails and other things like that here in this area. Large leaves and things of that nature, and the tallest elements kind of look like trees. So yeah, it fits into the theme, but good question. So it's a nice little hodgepodge of different size elements so that we can cater to different age groups.
And accessibility is really key, right? We're trying to advance, that idea for our property.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We're going to be covering lots of things going on inside Dollywood and all around the Great Smoky Mountains this year. Also, check out this other video while you're at it. Have a blessed day.